Today we're talking about colony crashes, how to avoid them, how to recognize them. You're gonna see a super rundown ember bee bin, and this is what it looks like when it's gone too far. This bin isn't crashing yet, but it's on the brink. Heads up, there will be some dead isopods. This does happen with age and as a bin gets really old. Now they are doing alright, but I did see a massive slowdown in breeding, which tells me the bin's well overdue. And you can see a high yellow running around that we were pointing out. That's super rare. We're going to isolate that and put it into a high colored bin. So I've probably had 1,000 or more ember bees in here over the course of a year and a half, so it is well run down. I'm going to go through the entire bin here real quick, pick out all the ember bees that I can find. While we're going through this bin, comment your favorite isopod down below. You can see a major frass buildup here in the bin. There's still quite a few pods in here, so we're going to go through and pick them all out. The frass is so deep that this hide was completely hidden underneath of all of it. I had no idea it was even in there. Now we're scooping out all the frass in the container and just simply getting rid of it. We'll check for babies as we go through it. We've got the bin back down to the base soil, so now we're going to add in some dry, chunky soil and mix it all in to get it to the consistency that we want it to be. Spraying the back half of the soil, and we're going to mix it up to get it right where we want it. I always go around the edge with my fingers and try to get it all mixed in really good so there's not any like super wet parts in the corners or anything weird like that. I'm adding some more moisture and it's looking right where we want it. We filled up around 40% with sphagnum moss per usual. And here's a cool way to clean out all the excess dirt. You can just take a paper towel and your tweezers or use your hand and just kind of wipe everything down. Pretty simple. Since most of the botanicals have pods all over them, I'm going to go through it and cycle through what's good and what's not and what looks reusable. Here's the bin with all the pods in it with the previous botanicals, and we'll be using some of this stuff like I said, so we'll knock some of the pods off back into here, get all the frass out of the moss and things like that. So I'm tipping the old bin up on its side and just kind of letting them all run to the corner, and then they'll all kind of just shuffle their way out. An easy way to get a majority of them out. And I know this bin looks pretty ugly, but these are just breeder bins. I set them up in a way that I know that they'll have success. So I've tried setting up fancy bins and it just doesn't really work out for me in the same way if I'm trying to produce lots and lots of numbers. So this is just the way I have them. And until next time, this is Trent with Pods4You.